Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about credit scores, credit history, and why you may not have an actual FICO score. This is Monday Mortgage Madness with Sean LaRue. I'm having a great day and I hope you are too. If you check out this video, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, so today on Monday Mortgage Madness, we're going to be talking about credit scores, credit history, and why you may potentially not have a FICO score. So just so you guys know, credit scores will typically range, I've seen them anywhere from about 450 to about 850. And so the programs for all these scores, typically you can go down to a FICO score of about 580 for FHA financing, but really good FICO scores and the majority of the programs will allow you to go with those programs when you have a 700 FICO score or better. The credit scores are made up of a bunch of different things, like how responsible you are on making your installment payments on time. The installment payments are going to be like car loans, rent, stuff like that. Revolving lines of credit is a big portion of that as well. That's all of your credit card debt, and what they're looking for there is making payments on time. They don't care necessarily if you're making more than the minimum payment. They just want to make sure that you're making that minimum payment on time. And then they're also looking at the percentage of debt utilization ratio, or the amount of the balance compared to the limit on that actual card. Rule of thumb typically is 50% or less is where you want to keep those balances. I've seen a lot of success under 30% for those balances, and when we're trying to do some FICO rescoring, we're seeing a lot of success when you actually have a $10 balance on those credit cards. That'll boost up the score quite a bit. Now the other thing I want to talk about is credit history. So anytime you've got your credit report, yes, they're going to be looking at any lates or your payment history or your debt utilization ratio, but what are some other things that would potentially hold your score down? That can include either medical collections or public records. I see a lot of judgments for either move-outs or prior property managers. Things also like court judgments, public records, bankruptcies, or anything like that. So there's a bunch of things that go into your overall credit profile. And they're also talking about adding rental payments and potentially some of your utility payment history and bills as well. We'll see how that kind of develops. But this takes me to my next point, which is what happens if you have no FICO score? And that's really interesting. So we've seen it recently where if you don't have any credit cards open, you have your car paid in full. What happens when you don't have any open lines of credit? Yes, either you're paying your rent or you're paying your utilities, but like I just said, those aren't currently reporting on your credit report. So when you don't currently have any open lines of credit on your credit report, you'll actually and most likely get a 0 score or no FICO. We used to see where you would actually get a score, and if you have public records or collections, it would actually hold your score down. It would report a score, but that score is going to come in really, really low. Whereas now, if you don't have anything open, we're just not getting any kind of a FICO score at all. So when you're applying for a loan 3 to 6 months ahead of time, you can get either a secured line of credit with your checking or savings account, whoever you bank with, get a secured line of credit, get put on as an authorized user for a family member or somebody who has good already established credit, or get a small loan on a vehicle that you already own so that you can start building your credit. And those are some really quick tips. So that is a quick review of credit scores, credit history, and no FICO scores and what's going on with that. I hope you enjoyed this information. So that's just a quick tip for credit on today's Monday Mortgage Madness. If you think I missed anything, or if you have something to add, shoot a comment below. Check out the videos in the rest of the playlist. I've got a bunch of other videos talking about credit, income, how to get a loan. You can jump over to the other playlist for Woke Wednesdays in real estate, where we're talking about everything outside of financing and outside of loans. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to hear from you. Let's connect, and I hope you subscribe, like, and all that jazz. So stay hungry and stay positive. Hope you make it a great day.